Welcome back, everybody. I'm Alan Taylor. This is the Shell Pioneering Performance Stage at SEMA. The hashtag is hashtag Shell SEMA 2015. If you take a photo, put that hashtag, and you'll be able to join the fun. Gale Banks is here from Banks Power. Gale, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. It's a pleasure.
I've heard about this IDash. What is an IDash? I thought you make superchargers, turbochargers, and all that.
I do, but we've been doing electronics as long as we've been doing turbochargers. So IDash is a device, comes in 3 screen sizes, from 4.3 to 7 inch. It's a TFT touchscreen, and it tells you everything that's going on in the vehicle, and it allows you to control devices from the IDash itself.
So is this the next generation from IQ?
It is.
Because I have IQ.
Yes.
As you know, I'm a big Banks fan. I've been using your products for 28 years.
IDash also includes smart instruments in a 2-inch gauge format. Wow. So, and they also, you can control from them. You can read data that people have never seen before. I think the most exciting thing for us is this new forced induction mode that we have with IDash. This obsoletes the boost gauge.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a first, isn't it?
It's a first. It's so much a first that I have a patent on it.
Good for you.
So we're reading the air density in the intake manifold. That tells you everything you need to know about your turbocharger, your supercharger, your intercooler. All of those devices are what I call density machines. So engines pump cubic feet of air. To make them more powerful, you increase the density of each cubic foot. So the throttle on a naturally aspirated engine is a density regulator. That's what the throttle does. Right here where we're at is ambient density. You let that density into the engine's intake manifold and control it with a throttle. When you're at idle, you have a very low density in the intake manifold. The deal here is air-fuel ratio. You mix pounds of air with pounds of fuel. Air density is all about the pounds of air.
So it's the science behind really performance that you guys are into. So you're bringing it down for the average guy or gal that has a nice truck and they want to tow, and it's just not doing it. And if you take and put apply a little science, and not a huge investment really, you can make it really, I mean, the experience of having your products, it goes from, I just almost hate my truck to I love my truck because it performs, and it really, it's a life-changing experience for those who live a lot of their life in the truck. My show is called The Drive. I drive 1,000 miles each way to go to work. So it's for me, I want that performance. My foot, I want to excite my foot, and that excites my brain.
I'll tell you that's a commute. That is a commute. If I had that commute, I wouldn't go.
Well,
so the thing with this is, with measurement of air density in the intake manifold, if you buy, say you have a new Ford EcoBoost, a V6 3.5 liter in your pickup truck, and you up the boost, or you change the turbochargers, you will instantly know whether you got an improvement or not.
Yeah.
And you can put a number with that improvement. Or you buy an intercooler, it'll tell you whether or not that's better than what you had.
I love what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's talk about the Bullet Tour.
Bullet tuners.
Tuner.
Yeah, bullet tuners. Remember I mentioned the 2-inch gauge. What we're doing in this respect is we're building an inline tuning device.
And this, by the way, is performance products for the 2014, 2015 Dodge Ram and Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 3-liter Eco Diesel. So you guys are now taking what they're calling their Eco Diesel.
Exactly.
And tuning that up.
Well, I have a lot of experience with that V6 diesel.
I figured you did.
We represent VM Motori out of Central Italy with their V6. We sell that engine into military.
Right.
So we've
They're
got
all about speed, otherwise, because they're not trying to save fuel economy.
Most of my business in military for the last 39 years has been engines.
Right.
And it's been special teams.
Right.
So this is for the Marines.
Right.
For the breachers. So I can't get any deeper than that.
I love that.
Basically, the Eco Diesel engine, we've been supplying that engine for 4 years.
And you know,
it just came out.
I've driven both of these vehicles that, you know, for the 2014 and 15 Dodge Ram and Jeep Grand Cherokee. They just don't have enough power for a guy like me. I love what they do.
Yeah.
But they need banks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's what it boils down to.
One thing we do is we build the tuner inside the instrument. So you can find a place for a 2-inch gauge. Everybody
Right.
makes mount that blend into the styling of your IP.
Right.
So we're coming out with a line of instruments that either monitor clear codes, or control or tune, and they all talk to each other.
Wow.
Through a CAN bus architecture
So
called Banks Bus.
This is actually intelligent gauges. That's probably why it's
why it's IDash.
I love it,
yeah.
man. I love it.
And they are intelligent gauges.
I love it. I can't wait. We'll have to come and.
It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, well, and you know what's funny is, for some, they're going, "What are they talking about?" But for those of us who use it, we're like, "Yes,
well,
go Gale."
We're also doing a boost or density control within one of those instruments.
It's awesome.
A water methanol straight shot, we call it.
Yep.
Within one of those instruments.
All right, I know there's a lot to talk about with you because you got so many products.
Yes.
But I want to just, last thing, Jeep Turbo.
Well, I'm into Jeeps. I'm kind of a mountain guy. Yosemite is my love. And I've been building a house in Yosemite as a hobby.
Can I get the address? I want to come visit.
Absolutely. It's in Wawona, in the south part of the park.
Nice.
So I call it the V8 house. So the Jeep thing, I'm at high altitude. And my Jeep, which is a 4-liter,
you lose all the power at high altitude.
I have an LJ that we turbocharged it, then we intercooled it, and we released it for sale. There is absolutely, I sized the turbo so you can rock crawl with this thing.
Right.
So there's no lag.
You know what? And people don't realize that live in high altitudes. Some people live there their whole lives and don't realize, and when they go down the hill, why does my car run so much better at the bottom of the hill?
Yeah,
than it does
well,
at the top, right?
it's all about
It's that
air
density thing, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
I
Gale Banks.
raced Pikes Peak, so I know about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a pleasure, always a pleasure having you. I want to
Thank
come to
you,
your
Alan.
booth, see all the new products. Banks Power, everybody. I have it. I've used it for as long as I've been an adult, which I don't know if that's happened yet,
Yeah.
but when I've had to tow, you've saved my butt.
Anybody who's interested can come to bankspower.com.
Yep.
Click on the Banks blog icon. That's where I'm putting all my thoughts on this stuff.
Good. All right, Gale, thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you.
Truly pioneering performance since the beginning of SEMA. Gale Banks, everyone. Thank you very much. We'll be right back with more here, and Al Unser Jr. on the stage coming up.